Hello there everyone, it's Carol from the Crafty Emporium. We're now on to the next part of the Country Diary journal. Journey, I suppose you could call it. So we've created our journal. Mine's upside down. There we go. We've created our journal. We've done all the basics in it. We're now coming to add in all the extra decorations stroke ephemera pieces. Okay, so I've created a new series of videos called It's the Little Things That Count. All right. And what we're going to be doing is it's going to be split sort of into two little sections. The first section is about the prep work. All right, so there's a few bits and pieces that you need to just do a little bit of prepping on, and then we're moving on to decorating all these bits and pieces. Now, as I keep saying, this is based along the subscription packs that I was doing. I haven't got them anymore. I sell some of these pieces in my pop-up shop on my Facebook group, but as a subscription pack I don't sell them anymore. But I just want to show you some of the bits and pieces that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be covering the likes of vellum, tracing paper, tea bags, and then you've got the likes of index cards, both graphed and lined. You've got large index cards, we've got ledger cards, graph paper, writing paper, and then there's also things like, if I can get them out of the bag. Come on, out you come, out you come. And then you've got things like your guest checks and alteration tags, tickets, Latin cards, more Latin cards and tickets, money envelopes. So it's all those sorts of things that we're going to be decorating. Now, what you can do in the meantime whilst you're waiting for the next lot of videos is you can actually start to coffee dye. All right. So you can start to coffee dye or tea dye or avocado dye, whatever dye. You can start to dye them. Some of these bits and pieces, if it matches in with your journal. Now, it's always handy to have a set of these things available, ready to decorate up to then complement the journal that you're making. And as I say, the next couple of videos is about some of the prep work, and the prep work you can then utilize on these things here. Right, so that's your next challenge, is to start to gather together, if you haven't had a subscription pack, is to gather together some of these bits and pieces and decide whether you want to coffee dye them, tea dye them, or just leave them as is. That is entirely up to you. And then, as I say, the next video is about doing some of the prep work. Okay, so that's the basic introduction to this next part of the journey for the Country Diary journal. That's it, short one today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.